China's BYD. The company is all set to overtake Tesla on sales. It's expected to happen this quarter.
The Chinese EV market is bleeding. Who's responsible for the bloodshed in the Chinese EV market? Is it Tesla or is it BYD? Tesla has always been blamed for the pricing war in the Chinese EV market, but the blame cannot be bashed over Tesla alone. The recent actions of the Chinese EV manufacturer, BYD, are pointing the finger towards themselves. BYD, the EV giant in China, more than 95% of BYD's cars are sold in China. BYD has recently been following the trend of reducing the prices of every single one of its models. Now, what's surprised the EV market is that BY has reduced prices even more on the electric BYD Han and the electric BYD Tang. BYD launched refreshed versions of its flagship Han and Tang models, stoking an ongoing EV price war overseas by slashing the MSRPs of the updated models. Now, the prices of the Han and the Tang are extremely cheap, leading to an imbalance in both the Chinese and global markets. Who is BYD in China? They're the titans of the Chinese EV market. China's BYD started as a battery manufacturer, and now it's one of the global powers in the EV market. The company's fighting an EV war with Tesla. Late last year, it passed Tesla in worldwide sales of fully electric cars. However, around 90% of their sales happen in China among around 91 companies, which has been growing by about 1 million cars in each of the past 2 years. It, in turn, has become the building block for BYD to expand its dominance worldwide. BYD is building assembly lines in Brazil, Hungary, Thailand, Uzbekistan, etc., and plans to expand into Europe. The company is also on the cusp of passing the Volkswagen Group, which includes Audi as the market leader in China. BYD sells way more cars than Tesla or any other company in China. When we look at the statistics, around 95% of BYD's cars are sold in China, and a trend that's been seen is that BYD has reduced prices on every single one of its models over the past few months. Now they're planning to reduce prices even more on the BYD Han EV and the electric BYD Tang, making them ridiculously cheap. It will not only strengthen their foot on the floor, but also break the balance of other indigenous and foreign companies in China. It simply means that BYD is selling EVs at around 20% less than Tesla for a similar product, with the same size sedan, the same range and probably even more features for a lower price. Now the new BYD models are going to be a headache for Tesla and the rest of the 90 companies in China. The price of a new BYD Han EV is $25,000 for the cheapest version, and this car is significantly bigger and significantly cheaper than the Tesla Model 3. The $25,000 version of the car has 500 kilometers of range. The 600 kilometer range version is $27,800. The 715 kilometer range version is $30,000, and the 610 kilometer range Eye of God all-wheel drive version costs around $34,700. This version's meant to be top-notch in performance. Do you know how it may feel? Wait, let us tell you. You're basically getting a Tesla Model 3 Performance, which is significantly bigger and costs around $34,000, which is much cheaper than the equivalent Tesla Model 3, which is small and does actually have features as much as BYD Han. The engine's cheapest version has the same motor as the Atto 3, 150 kilowatts and 201 horsepower. The performance version has 380 kilowatts, 510 horsepower, and 700 newton meters of torque. This model also uses a 5mm wave radar, with many of them having 12 ultrasonic radars and 11 cameras. It will send input from all of these sensors to its Dillet 1008 system, which is powered by Horizon Journey 5 chip with 128 TOPS of computing power. Talking about the charging speeds have improved. The charging speed has gone up from 120 kilowatts to 155 kilowatts. Therefore, the revised model of the Han EV can now charge from 30 to 80% in 25 minutes, which could be considered fast charging. BYD is evidently playing with technology that has the potential to excite customers. At the same time, they're reducing the prices to make the customers buy the car to experience the tech marvel. It's been the winning mantra of BYD for the past couple of years. Talking about Tang EV, it's a 7-seat SUV. The Tang is one of BYD's longest running EV models in production as a plug-in hybrid crossover. The vehicle is part of BYD's Dynasty series, along with Han EV. The vehicle has new 20-inch wheels and comes equipped with the Discus C intelligent damping body control system. When it comes to the engine, horsepower ranges from 225 to a whopping 510. The four-wheel drive version can even go from 0 to 100 km an hour in just 4.4 seconds. Now comes the battery. Like the Hans, this SUV comes with BYD's self-produced Blade LFP batteries. This battery provides reliable performance and supports fast charging, which is estimated to go from 30 to 80% charge in a matter of 30 minutes. This 4.9 meter long BYD Tang has 4 versions starting at $25,000. The 600 km range model comes with a price of $32,000, whereas the 730 km range model is for €35,100, and a 635 km four-wheel drive version for €38,300. In addition to the Tang EV, BYD also announced its plug-in hybrid models for 2023. The Tang DMI and Tang DMP, they're launched with more than a 10% price reduction compared to their previous versions. Now, how will this strategy of BYD affect powers like Tesla? Both BYD models, Han EV and Tang EV, have since seen all-electric versions hit the market, contributing to tremendous sales that helped BYD dethrone Tesla as the global EV leader in 2023. Now this price relaxation will deepen Tesla's scars. The only criticism regarding the models was about the ADAS. It's D-Pilot 100, an alternative to Tesla's autopilots. These safety systems have been criticised by the media and the automobile world, along with the speeding features. But now the company has hired around 880,000 engineers to improve its software regarding the ADAS and speeding system. This is going to be a challenge to Tesla, as BYD will be able to provide more innovative ideas to customers at a lower price. BYD has also been aggressively expanding its presence overseas through the steps that they've taken over time. No giants will be able to fight back in this bloodshed. BYD, through their smart thinking, dethroned Tesla last year, who will be able to fight back against the power now. The war has already begun, and BYD is fearlessly moving forwards. But still one question remains. Is BYD benefiting from this price war, as they're reducing the price of all models? It's uncertain, but one thing is for sure, the customers definitely receive the fruit. Don't you think the customers are benefiting from this EV market war? Comment down your opinion below. Click the like button and please follow us for more in-depth automotive news on the latest industry advances and innovations. Until we meet again.